There are a couple reasons why we feel at the end of the day that we haven't quite nailed it. In fact, not only haven't we quite nailed it, we have completely screwed up our kids, you know, like to the core. So when we go to bed and we feel as if they would be better raised by wolves, here's what we want to do instead. We want to recognize that we get to make mistakes and recover as well. And the more we make those mistakes and we recover with grace, the more our kids really understand how to do that as well. And in this society right now, we don't recover well from mistakes. So when you make them, let your kids know that you're going to try to do that differently. However, making mistakes is just part of being human. So the first piece that we're going to do is acknowledge it. That didn't go so well. I'd like to do that differently. In fact, I recommend that more than saying I'm sorry, because I'm sorry runs a little thin after a while. That didn't go so well. It didn't work for me. I'm guessing it didn't work for you. I'd like to try that again. When we take personal responsibility, instead of saying, you're the one driving me crazy, you're the one that makes me look like I'm not a good mom, then they learn that they can also take personal responsibility for their own mistakes too. The second piece to this is we've got to have a way to open back the part of our brain that is brilliant. So in conscious discipline, we teach smile, take a deep breath, and relax. And there's a reason for that. When you get tight and your heart rate goes up, and anybody out there, you know your heart rate goes up sometimes just when they walk in the door, because now all the stuff that they've done that irritates you comes flying into your body, right? So your heart rate goes up. We want to take the heart rate down. So you just push your cheeks up, smile. With teenagers, I say smile away. A little confusion around what's happening with you is a good thing. It's like, oh my gosh, she's going crazy. So you smile. Then you take a deep breath. When you do that, you have taken down your heart rate and you have repositioned your brain to actually keep your executive state open. The reason that we don't act out of our brilliance is because we're acting out of our emotional state or our survival state. So what we want to do instead is bring ourselves back up here, and you do that by turning off the alarm system. But when you push your cheeks up, it turns off the bells in your head because it takes your heart rate down, because your body thinks you're actually delighted, even though you're not. Then you take a deep breath, you bring oxygen into your body, that's brain food, and then you relax your body, which turns off any residual fight, flight, or defend. So when I do those steps, now I'm ready to pick up the tools that I had. How many times have you known that it could have gone differently if you just would have done this instead? You didn't not do it because you didn't want to. You didn't do it because you weren't in the part of your brain that knows how to do it. So smile, take a deep breath, relax, go back to your brilliance.